Hey kids, I know I just posted a story for you all for this week, but since our library time together is normally a bit longer than that, I thought I would upload a second one so that you all can see me uh, twice in 1 week at least. Okay? Now, in our first story, Strictly No Elephants, we were talking about kindness. How kindness is when we do nice or generous things for other people and ourselves, right? Nice and generous things for other people and ourselves. And in the last story we read, our main character tried to do that, even though someone else was not very nice or generous to them. They didn't let them come to their pet meeting, they didn't let them play with them. And that almost made them want to treat others poorly too. But luckily, they avoided that. So, our next story we're going to read today is called Ravi's Roar. And I like this story a lot because it shows that sometimes when we're looking out for just ourselves, it's not very kind to other people. And it can be really hard to control our emotions, especially when we're upset. So let's look at our story here with Ravi and see how their emotions get the better of them. Ravi's Roar by Tom Percival. Ravi was the youngest and the smallest in his family. That's just like me. Well, not anymore, but I'm the youngest and I used to be the smallest. Everyone was bigger than him. Karen, Jaya, Anil, Ravi. Even Biscuit the dog. And most of the time, being the smallest was great. But sometimes, just sometimes, it wasn't. One day, Ravi and his family went to a picnic. There was a race to the train, and guess who came last? Ravi. Everyone else got a comfy seat, but Ravi had to squeeze in with Dad and Biscuits. Then Biscuits made a bad smell. When everyone got to the park, they played hide and go seek. It was meant to be fun. Ravi couldn't find anyone. At the playground, the monkey bars were too high, and the gaps between the logs were too wide. Oh, wow. Look at Ravi's face. So last time, the story reading, the kid was super sad and upset, and that's why they had a hard time being nice and showing kindness to other people. But what emotion do you think Ravi's feeling? What emotion do you think might get in his way of being kind to other people? Look really closely. The illustrator shows really well on their face. What does that look like? And when Ravi wanted to go on the big slide, the man said, "Sorry, you're too small." Ravi got so mad that his face turned red. But then Dad said, "Come on, let's go get ice cream." Everybody ran off. And guess who came last? Ravi. And then, when Ravi went to get his ice cream, there was none left. Well, that really did it.
Ravi was furious. He growled, and a stripy tail popped out from the back of his shorts. And then he sprouted two furry ears and sharp pointy teeth and stripy orange fur. Ravi had turned into a tiger. The tiger took a huge deep breath and then
Can you tell how mad Ravi is right now?
What makes you think that he's mad? Ravi's brother looked a bit nervous and handed the tiger his ice cream. When the tiger went to sit down, there was no open benches, so he roared and everyone got out of the way. It was great being a tiger. The tiger did all the things that Ravi couldn't. He swung across the monkey bars and leapt across the logs. He even slid down the big slide, and nobody dared to say no. So the tiger went wild. He roared and growled and did exactly what he wanted. But he soon found that nobody wanted to play with him.
What do you think? Would it be very fun to play with Ravi as a tiger? Does he look like someone that would be very nice to play with? That would be very kind while you were playing?
Suddenly, the tiger felt a bit sad and nowhere near as angry. In fact, he couldn't quite remember what had made him so angry in the first place. I'm sorry, said the tiger in a quiet voice. And when he said that, everything felt a little better. That's okay, said Dad. Good job for saying sorry. And then, without even realizing it, Ravi became a boy once more. And that was the last time Ravi ever turned into a tiger. Although every now and then, he did have a bit of a growl.
And that's our second story for today. I love that story because it reminds us that we do all get angry sometimes. And that's perfectly normal. And it's okay. But it can also be a little bit difficult for us to get along with other people when we're in that just super frustrated, angry mode like Ravi. Because you notice in the story, the author only refers to them as the tiger during that time. Because sometimes when we're really mad, it doesn't even feel like us. And that can stop us from being kind to the people around us. So I hope you enjoyed our couple stories today. And I hope you remember our most important expectation, to be kind to the people around you. It's such a good feeling when we get to be kind to someone else and when they get to be kind to us too. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all next week.